Hey guys, instead of going over a full 2-hour video like we made, we're going to condense things down to a much shorter version of my thoughts on the latest patch 1.1 from Blizzard. There's a lot of controversy about this patch. I'm sure plenty of you have already seen that. My thoughts and opinions on it, well, we'll just condense things down to as follows. Pretty much the new uniques, I think, are fine for the most part. Like, this unique's kind of cool. This Savarian Spear of Lycander staff. I think it's pretty neat. We'll never see it kind of thing, but, you know, it's neat that it's in the game. I think of all the uniques, most of them may have some kind of use, except for, I don't know what this is. This is Lidless Eye. Like, this, I don't even know why this exists. This is stupid. This is a dumb thing. It's not even like meme worthy. It's just dumb. Like, why did you even add something like this? But it is what it is. We're not going to go over every single thing. If you are curious about that, we do have a 2-hour video that I did chop up that you can, go through all the bug fixes and all of this stuff. Like, we went over each and every single part of this. Pretty much, I'm just going to hit on the high notes here. My thoughts and opinions, like, as far as what happened with class balance and things like that. I really do feel like rogues, yet again, got away unscathed. Druids, for the most part, kind of, again, got away unscathed. Necromancers, I feel like, got kind of... Oh, man, yeah, we're going to go over this pretty soon. Necromancers, I think, overall, kind of got away decent enough. Like, there were some buffs. Buffs to Bloodlance were pretty cool. I don't know too much about Necromancers, Barbs, or Sorks. I only have played a Rogue and a Druid to 100 in Hardcore, but, the other three we're going to be digging into eventually. But some of the buffs for Necromancer seems really cool. I really do like the idea behind Lidless Wall, with, spamming Bone Storm and everything. One thing I don't really care for with Necromancer and why I really haven't played it that much is because I don't really care for how they're doing minions, but, it is what it is. Maybe eventually they'll be better. Barbarians, I feel like, which, by the way, we are going to be playing a Barbarian on Season 1 tomorrow in about 7 hours. I need to get some sleep. This is why I probably sound a little tired here, too. But Barbarians got some nice buffs. I'm really interested to see what Deathblow is all about now. I think it got a pretty good chunk of a nerf, or a buff, sorry. Stomp got a big buff in Rage Gain. Trying to think what else. I have my notes up over here just in case, get lost. Oh, one of the big things about Barbarian that I noticed, basically from watching other content creators that have leveled up Barbarian, things that they're scared of, all of the weapon nerfs that they got, or things like, crit chance with swords, etc., all of those nerfs that happen, it does feel like it'll affect Barb more than others because... Well, I mean, Barbs have 4 weapon slots, right? So it's kind of 4 times the nerf in a sense, which I guess in that sense, Rogues got nerfed, 3 times over, I guess, because, they can dual wield and use a bow. But, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. I haven't actually played this patch yet. I was kind of getting busy doing other things, and Season 1's going to be my break-in, right? But, yeah, I know that part's... the nerfs people are not too happy about. Sorceresses, I mean, I've never played a Sork. We have plenty of people in our clan that played Sork, and they are not happy. It's just, I don't know what to say about Sorks. Like I said, I haven't played them personally, but I do feel sorry for you Sorks out there. And we will be playing a Sork after the Barbarian on Season 1, so that should be fun. But yeah, my overall impressions on the XP nerf. Honest to God, I don't hate this, but I don't like it. It is a big, giant drop in XP gain. When you fight harder things, you should be rewarded for fighting higher things. And I guess technically speaking, you are, but 15% for a plus 10 levels... As a hardcore player, I will not be... No. Like, this just pushes you to fight things that are, I mean, look at this. Plus 1 level, you get what? 1.5%? I mean, you're still going to be pushing for 1 and 2 level increases here for that little bit of an XP. Well, actually, I don't even know if you'll do that. It's probably just best to fight things your level, honestly. I don't know. It's a feels bad. I don't know what this is. We did level a rogue to 100 in between like the first 2 weeks and the nightmare dungeon increase, and I can tell you that the grind in between, where all the dungeons were getting nerfed like whack-a-mole left and right, that was rough. But once they introduced the nightmare sigil XP bonus gains, it really wasn't that bad. That's when we leveled up a druid, or another druid, from 89 death to 100 now. But leveling that druid is actually very seamless. It wasn't even a problem. I just kept running, kept leveling my sigils. It felt good. With this, I don't know. I mean, wait and see, but it doesn't look good on paper. They completely crushed power leveling. That's no longer going to be a thing. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of folks in our community, we were power leveling on stream and whatnot. That doesn't seem like it's going to be a thing anymore. It really doesn't. We'll just have to not die as much. How about that? I don't know. And speaking of not dying as much, how about them armor nerfs? I know that they're way down here at the bottom, but this is something right here. Our total armor decreased by 30%. This right here was the worst part of the patch, in my opinion. Mainly because I'm a hardcore player, so now it's going to be a relearning the system kind of thing for me. But before we get into this part, I'm going to go into like one of the other nerfs. It was over disobedience. Aspect of disobedience. So this nerf, I feel like, is warranted, right? This was a very strong, if not almost mandatory piece. And so was cooldown reduction as well. Let's get that out of the way. The mandatory part's vulnerability too. Getting a nerf is a good thing. I think that's healthy for the game. Now, with this getting a nerf as it is, don't forget, you can still stick aspect of disobedience on a neck piece and get an extra bonus. So I really do feel like hardcore players, it's almost going to be a necessity. I'm projecting here. I almost feel like it's going to be a necessity for hardcore players to put aspect of disobedience on a neck piece just to make up for a bunch of this armor reduction here. I think it will help a lot. It'll help you hit that 85% cap a little, well, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really tested it to see, so I'm not sure. I just know that hardcore is going to be a lot more scarier now with these changes here. So hardcore players beware. Things are just going to hit a lot harder. Other things I'd like to touch on, like my overall feelings. I really do hate that they kind of killed the Outworld a little bit. Like, Blizzard created such a huge world for us to kind of explore, right? And they've mentioned over and over, like, oh, you got so many things you can do in the world. It really does feel like they're pigeonholing us to going and doing nightmare dungeons only. That's actually my biggest complaint with this patch. Nerfs are bad. I don't like the nerfs, all right? Maybe I'm sucking down some copium here. I don't know. But maybe it's for the better health of the game that some of these nerfs happen. Maybe they're trying to slow things down and not let things get out of hand like they were in Diablo 3. And then you get stupid things like this. I just feel like there was other things that they could have done instead of nerfing the world, right? Fix resistances before you nerf armor, perhaps. You know, have one system in place so the other one. I'm not a developer. I'm not going to try to understand their logic here. But it just seems a little weird to me where we have problems, like inventory issue problems, right? And they choose to just, make survivability a harder thing, for example, or, make Source unplayable. Whoever is designing Sorceress, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I feel sorry for Sorks. I really do. Helltides, I feel like are still okay. Needing more, where is it at? You need like 250 to open a mystery chest now. I don't know. I mean, that's all everyone ever farmed in the first place in Helltides, unless you were like, trying to get a Shaco or something recently, but I feel like only thing that people looted was the mystery chest, so it is what it is. I feel like Helltides are still fine. Once they fixed the cinder drops, I think they did, but what else do we have here? My just overall thoughts. I don't think the patch was good. I mean, let's not really sugarcoat anything here. I don't really think it was good. I think they missed the mark for excitement and popping off for season 1. I really do. I feel like this was a big blunder. Most of the people that I know that we played games with that played Diablo 4 and were excited for season 1 are no longer excited for season 1. I think that's kind of the majority echo here too. Personally, I'm still going to play the hell out of it. I still love the game. I'm still got high hopes for the game, but this one's a punch in the gut, you know? It's definitely a punch in the gut. I don't know. Like I said, it would have been nice to have some item management. It really does suck when you're saving aspects and gear for another character. More than 2 characters, it's a juggle. Like, it's hard. Gym tab would have been nice. I know it's coming later, but still, it would have been nice now, kind of thing. Inventory space is just kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know. Things do look kind of grim, though, but I'm hoping for the best here. We'll just have to wait and see, honestly. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be really bad. Right now, a lot of people aren't happy. A lot of people are leaving. It is what it is. But I am scared to play hardcore, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to be doing it as a barbarian as well. But I did want to make like a little condensed version of my thoughts on this patch because I know the other video I have is literally 2 hours long. And if you didn't want to sit through all that, I don't blame you. Here's like, you know, this much smaller digestible video on things. So with that, guys, you can catch us on Twitch. We'll have links down in the description below. Hopefully you won't catch us dying to these armor debuffs. You know, it is what it is, but maybe it'll make for good content, right? You know, seeing random deaths, that'll be great. But with that, we're going to skip skedaddle. Y'all be good.